Okay, so someone asked in one of my posts of the unboxing here that I consider Tempera and the Lemondrop, and the answer is yes. However, the Tempera device didn't really fit what I like from a workflow standpoint. It's not terrible, it's just not per se what I was hoping for. Whereas this one, having the 4 tracks, having this performance that's coming in the 2.0, which is, you can see it right there, just so you know what it looks like, and scenes to be able to do, in my opinion, make it a lot better. Now, is there bugs? Yeah. Is there things that need to be fixed? Absolutely. But this one to me felt more not only performance ready, but just intriguing in the way it works. The looping, being able to loop, having length to whatever you do, having also the ability to switch to a disc, which runs off of the internal storage, or if you add a USB on a stick to this USB spot right there. The tape is 30 seconds or less. So, and then the poly allows you to play an instrument. So you could have 4 poly tracks. You could have 1 disc, 1 tape, 1 poly, and then have it bypassed on one and you run live audio through it. So for me, all of those options were better than buying a Lemondrop. So the problem with the Lemondrop is you only got 2 tracks basically, and it is just a granular, it's more like a granular synth, whereas this one is more than granular. Like everybody looks at the granular part, which is right there, and you can go in and adjust the size and pattern, but there's a filter in here that's crazy. This filter with these waves, being able to make your stuff move, and then this modulation switch here, to me, gives this more, I can take anything and make it sound incredible. Live, I mean, just sounds amazing. It's not like you're forced to do one thing or another. You can mix this up too. You can bypass all these different ones. Then you have compression, the crush, the drive, the noise, all of that stuff. And of course the reverb and delay. Now there's a clear button here. I didn't know what it was at first but it's, if the delay is like lingering in the track and you want to end it, you can hit clear and it'll drop it out. But you have a mixer in here too, so you could easily access the mixer. I think just getting around this device is so much easier than like the Lemondrop, because the Lemondrop, there's a lot of page diving, menu diving. This one has a menu down, but there's a lot of dedicated buttons to get you there. And a lot of it's just hit this twice, you know, or like if you want the mod on, you can turn it on, you can see it moving, and then you can select which one you want. Stuff like that. It's just really easy, in my opinion, to maneuver around on this one. And mind you, I only had it maybe a week. And in less than a week, I've already learned most of how to use it. Now, there's some intricate stuff you can get real detailed on that I haven't learned, but that comes with time. Now, I will say this thing is like a fingerprint magnet in some way, even though it's, I think it's metal, a metal casing here. But it does have that look. So if you don't like that, then you can see where fingerprints been on it. Then you have to deal with that. These little knobs are rubber and they kind of move a little bit. So if you don't like that part of it, you might, but that doesn't bother me at all. They do need to work on some stuff being more intricate. For instance, if I'm moving here, the length, it moves pretty good on some of the parts and some of them it doesn't. So you just have to get used to certain things, but they're constantly working on it in the background. It'll get better. The control uses multiple switches, so that's cool. So it's easy to jump back and forth. You can turn the loop off. I'm trying to move around, but the one that is highlighted is really, if you hit clear, you can clear out the buffer real quick, clear out the parameters if you don't like where you're at. Just hit clear there and boom, it clears the parameters, or clear and touch the knob or whatever. So it's pretty easy to use. I think this is better for performance. I think the Lemondrop is cool if you just want a granular synth that you can create some sounds. But one of the things in here that I don't think gets talked about much is the poly. You have an 8-voice polyphony. You can drop a sample in. You can use the ADSR to easily change that stuff. So it's pretty, I mean, it's pretty cool. And you can make the, I didn't even show you this, you can make the wave, it's hard to see it on here because of the way the lighting is this camera. You can make the wave go backwards, forwards. See how it has the arrow? So you can change the direction of that. It's pretty simple. And then of course, jump over to the ADSR. It gives you a trig here, but you can hook a MIDI controller to this too and use it to play it. So even if you didn't want to do granular, you could have 4 of these devices going, and you don't even have to use the granular and the reverbs if you don't want to. I mean, obviously they make it unique and give it some character, but because you can do this with Ableton or whatever DAW you have, as well as like iPad, where you can have 4 input sources going on. You see I added in this extra thing here, so you can run all of that if you wanted to into a Koala and then record your tracks like that. Now you can't record them, you can't record individually into Koala. Koala only has 1 input as far as that goes, but the idea is here, if you put a looper under each one of these, or whatever you want to put under here under each one, you could have them recorded separate, or you could just record into AUM using the record feature here and record your tracks separate. So it's there. You can do it all live. You got basically 4 tracks, a mixer with 4 here. You can adjust the levels in here, and you have a filter in here, which is like a DJ type filter, and then record in. So for me, to answer the question is, which one is better? I don't know, but for me, this one was the better selection. And it all comes down to what price you get it for too. I wouldn't say at $8.99 I would get it, but if you can get a sale, catch a sale or something like that, then it's worth having for sure. And the value of it, it holds value pretty good for most people I've seen sell it. You know, they're easily getting $600-700 back from it on a device like this. So anyway, I think all that considered, this is the one I chose. This is the one I like. And yeah, find yourself a deal and grab one. Why not?